Alright guys, water's gone down significantly since yesterday. But we got to go down through here and reset all these traps back. Got that conibear on the lower side of this dam here. You can tell it's all, looks like it's still set, but it's all clogged up. So I'm going to step down here and clean it out, get this working. Check this foothold up here on the top. It's still set. Now chances are we've got most of the animals out of this ditch, so there's not going to be much repairing going on. And you got to be careful doing this with them conibears too. Keep your hands away from those jaws. Really surprised that thing is still set. It's got it opened up there. If something comes through, they're going to want to hit that hole. So those are reset, guys, and probably we're going to do this all the way down through here on each one of these dams. But probably if nothing happens in a couple of days, we'll probably get all these traps out of here and get them moved to a new area. I'll check back in with you when we get up here to this other dam. Alright guys, we're up here at this next one. We've got a foothold here somewhere. See if we can find it first on this upper end. Just gonna step off in here with my feet, feel for that chain. Or did we pull this one yesterday, guys? Right there's the conibear. Alright, this one's still sitting here. We're going to go ahead and just pull it out. Can't believe it's still not tripped either. All that debris in it washing through it. There's a stake anchoring it. We should have another foothold up here on this upper end. I didn't find it. We'll walk around here for a minute, see if we can locate this trap. I'm just looking for our anchor cable. Chances are that water pushed it down in all this mess. You guys remind me, I may have pulled this thing yesterday. I don't think I did, but possibility. Had one anchored right here, foothold trap. I think I finally got that cable here, guys. Nothing in it. We're gonna go ahead and get this trap here pulled too. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to that bridge where I found that other colony of beaver and see if we can get it set today. All right, not gonna pull that out of there, so I'm just gonna leave it. These earth anchors are cheap enough. I like to pull them if I can, reuse them, but they're cheap enough that they can be disposable. Just for this reason right here, don't want to kill yourself trying to get it out of the ground. And now that we got these pulled, guys, we want to be sure to go into our marking system, into our Onyx maps, and take them out. Because we'll get over here tomorrow and we won't remember if we pulled these traps or left them. You think you will, but you never do. So be sure to go in there and take them out. Alright, same thing here, guys. We had this upper end set and the bottom end set. We're going to go ahead and put this trap we pulled laid up here yesterday out of the water. We're going to go ahead and set it back in this little cut we made right before we got this rain. Anything does come through here, hopefully we'll get it picked up. I think they're calling for more rain tomorrow through the weekend, so it may be a little while before we can actually get over here and see, wash this water drain out of here to see if anything else is going on. But if there's any animals in here, they're going to be up in these areas, repairing where the water washed all these dams out. And we got us a beaver right down here, guys. So this conibear, this crossover is one that we missed. Let me grab my setters so you guys can see it there. All right, there's our anchor, guys. So we're gonna come to that anchor point. That 330 got completely washed out of there. Turn out here, we'll get it reset right back up here. Be sure to take them safeties off. Got some sticks down here on the bottom, guys. We want to get them out of the way so we can get that thing bedded there pretty solid. There we go, guys. Just kind of block that off to where we'll make them go into that one spot. There we go. Let's get over here and get this beaver out of here and see what we got. Actually, it may not be too small. It's probably going to be that other 2-year-old, this pair we were hoping to get out of here. It just took us a while to finally snag her out. Yep, that's gonna be our other one there. So now I feel pretty confident we've got the 2-year-olds out of this ditch. I'm glad we've seen this other run over here and got it set. We're just gonna place this right back down here in this run, guys. Focus. Find us a couple of sticks and just go through those springs. However many we need to make it secure, we're just going to kind of stand that brush back up over here to our trap just to define that run. And there we go, guys. Reset for the next one that comes over here. Go through that trap there. So I really think this is probably going to be the last beaver we got in here, but we'll go ahead and step up here and check that bobcat set out. Right here's where we got that foothold, guys. Just trying to catch something coming across that dam. You can tell me coming through here, I've been stepping around it and kind of created another spot for those animals to go. So I'm going to take some of these sticks, just kind of deter them from going around it like I have been. Pretty sure nothing's going on here, guys. Just looking across the ditch, none of it looked to be disturbed. But since we're close, we'll go ahead and step down here and take a look at it. Make sure it's all still working after that rain. Guys, everything's just like we left it. Our trap's laying right here. And yeah, everything looks good. We may, since we're here, that rain packed everything down, we may kind of tear this dirt up a little bit. Like something's been up here clawing around. And there we go. Hopefully one come through tonight, maybe. All right, guys. I thought I'd come over here in between these rain spells and throw out a couple of traps on this dam that we found. So if you guys look right under there, that dam is no longer anymore. So all that water come pushing down through here has completely washed this dam out. But we know there's some beaver in here because there's a pretty good sized dam there when we were here a few days ago. So I'm gonna drive a truck on up this ditch and see if that other dam is still in place, and if it's still there, we'll get some traps put on it. If not, we may look around and see if we can find a good place to make a set and get a couple of sets in here. All right, guys, so we're on up that ditch now from where that other dam washed out. We've got a dam right here, and then right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wait, guys, because this dam's pretty washed out, so there's really not a defined crossover right now. But as soon as this water passes, those beaver are going to be moving in here, repairing everything pretty quick. They're calling for some more rain, I think, tonight through the weekend. But once this rain event passes, I'll get back over here, keep an eye on these beaver, and when they start coming out, when it dries up and they start coming out working these dams to repair it, and then right over here, so I can get you guys a better look. Right over here, just below that dam, they're working on chewing this tree down on the other side. How they got it down. So actually, when we were over here 2 days ago, that tree was still standing, the one that's laid over there. And in just the 2 days since we've left, they went ahead and knocked that tree down. So once they get those dams repaired, they're going to be back in here. They're going to be back in here working this tree over, working that dam over. I can see a banked in right there, guys. You can see one that's under the water, out of the water now, since that dam's broke and that water's moved out. And then just to the left of it, I can see another one that's still halfway submerged underwater. So chances are that's where they're living at. But we're going to leave them alone for now. Like I said, once it dries up, we'll get down here. We'll get that banked in set. We'll get a set put where they're coming out of the water, working on that tree. And then we'll get that dam set in a couple of different places. And we should be able to get this colony of beaver picked up pretty quick. All right, guys, here's where we had that big beaver at yesterday. Just looking down there, I can't see my trap anywhere. I can see my extension cable out here. Let's see if maybe we don't have another one drowned on it. It's actually not pulled tight, so I don't really think anything happened here. It's out here away from where we had it set. Oh yeah, we had a miss. We're gonna set it back in here. I can tell where one come up here last night, guys, and crawled around and we missed him. Alright, I got that reset. We're going to come on out here a little bit farther, anticipating that water dropping down again, guys. All the rain we had, I'm going to go ahead and put some more castor in here. There, I got a trap sitting right here, guys. So I'm just gonna take this root, put in there just to block that off. Hopefully have him come right into here, put his foot down in our trap. I'm gonna walk over here to the other side of this bridge and take a look. See if there's... I just got my foot tangled up in that cable. I'll make sure I didn't pull that trap out of there, and I did, guys. So I got my foot in there and ended up pulling that trap away from that bed. We'll put it right back in there again. Now, guys, when you're in these areas that you're not familiar with, take small steps. These ditches will change. That water gets to moving. And there's a good possibility one step you can go from being knee deep to over your waders deep. I'm just kind of looking through here. I'm looking up that ditch. I don't see any more dams up there. I'm just kind of looking. See if maybe we can find another spot to throw a set in real quick. Right here you can tell her crawl out. Coming up and right there as well. Right here, guys, you could put a 330 in this little run while the water's up in there. Put a 330 blocking it down, and then put some scent on up in there. We may do that real quick while we're here. It'll be an easy set. Anchor to that tree, put a 330 there. That tree's rotted, guys. We're gonna come back here to this little root right here. Anchor that thing. Make sure we get our safeties off. Take a couple sticks, guys, just to secure that in here through both springs. Try to catch the corner of that trap. Got it pretty sturdy right there. Let's break this one off and throw across the top of it. There we go, guys. All that's left, put a little bit of scent back here. And there we go. Any beaver comes down through here is going to smell this strange beaver and want to investigate coming up this little ditch. And we'll see if we don't have a catch there maybe in the morning. All right, here's a castor mound, guys. Just where they brought some leaves up here and marked it. Just a little mound. I tell you what, guys, instead of going to the other side of that ditch over there to those runs, we're just going to make us our own run right here. We've got that scent up in this little channel, that 330 guarded there. We're just going to use this big tree right here to anchor. We're going to come right in here. We're just going to make our own little slide. We won't need that rebar. I'm just going to anchor it right here. Just slide that cable through itself through that split ring there, and that's got it anchored to that tree, guys. We want to go ahead and pull it down as low as we can because beavers do chew trees, and I have seen them chew a tree off. All we're gonna do, guys, come in here. We're gonna make us a flat spot under the edge of the water to set our trap on. We're gonna take them. We're gonna slick this up so it looks like a beaver's been coming in and out right here. Just gonna pull some mud and debris off the bottom. We're gonna come right up here and make us a castor mound. Just like that. The road's right there, guys, the county road. I don't want this flag on here marking this trap just in case someone looks down here and sees it. All right, so we got us a flat spot right there at the base of that. We're going to try to target a back foot on this one. So imagine that beaver swimming up here. When he gets shallow enough, he's going to put his feet down. He's going to be about right in here about the time his nose hits that bank. So his front feet are going to be here. Average length of a beaver is going to be about to your elbow. So end of our fingertips is his nose, his elbow's out here. We're going to bed that trap out here. So fingertips to elbow, with that trap bedded about right there to target his back foot. Just like that, guys. A little root rod right here, we'll use it just to kind of do a little bit of blocking. So that's going to block off this side of that trap. And we'll take this one, lay it right in there. That's going to bring him right in here where we want his body to be when he puts that foot down. And all that's left is to add a little bit of caster to this mound. I'll drop a little bit down that trail. And there we go, guys. So that's set. Got 2 sets right here, 2 different groups of scent. We'll see if we can attract us a beaver. Alright guys, we're walking down here to these pond sets. Not seeing anything moving just yet. A lot of times with these otter, it's just a patience game. You're just waiting for the otter to make the rounds back in this area. Sometimes they win. We don't have the patience to pull the trap before they come around. But not seeing any kind of movement. We'd already see movement on this levee, on this set. Nothing going on. It's not going to have anything in it. I'm not seeing anything bouncing around down here at the bottom of the levee. So I'm going to say nothing's happening here. Right here, guys, our trap's still sitting there guarding that, where they're dropping off into that pond. And we do got a catch down here in this one. Oh, nasty, muddy skunk, guys. Oh. Get him taken care of, and definitely not what we wanted. But it happens. Hey, little guy. Guys, you can walk up on these skunks, just talk to them and stay calm. You'll know when they're going to spray because they're going to raise that tail up. Or you can get right up on them as long as you're calm. Just slow moving. When he starts turning that butt towards you and raising that tail up, that's when you need to worry. So far, he's not seeing us as a threat. It's a young one there, not very big. I'll let him lay there and die, guys. We'll walk down here and get these other sets checked. He did spray. All right, everything still looks fine here. I'm gonna go ahead and step down here and check this. We still got this long spring guard in that spot. Go ahead and step down here until the water dropped, guys. Completely uncovered this trap here. So we're gonna readjust it, get it back in the water. We're just gonna come in here and make us a flat little shelf there to set it on. Just like that. All right, guys, this trap's out of the water again. Really odd. Guys, not picking a beaver up out of here yet. I was really expecting to be a lot of beaver in this ditch. I don't know if someone else possibly trapped them out already or shot some of them, but so far it just hadn't happened. Get that trap back down there, guys. Now if our anchor cable was longer, I'd come up here and make a dam break, a little channel come through here, but it's not. We'll take a little bit of this caster that we got left. There's not much in this jar, but put some out on that stump. Maybe get them moving, repairing this dam, and get one picked up. I got this snare right here, guys. We're gonna go ahead and set this snare back right here. Now, this was a little crossover that they were using that we found. We're just gonna clean that out a little bit, make them a little run there. And we're gonna set this snare back in here. Just pull that slack up, guys. Get it adjusted however we need to. Get our loop size about like that right there, about just a tad bit bigger than my hand. And there we go, guys. We got that snare guarding that little channel if they come across there. Alright guys, our 330 still set right here. Almost looks like our drowning rod. Yep, this trap is gone, so let's pull it up and we'll see if we got anything on the end of it. Oh, nothing there, guys, so we had a miss here. Miss here last night as well, or something happened. Can come right in here, guys. Since water's flowing off here, I'm just gonna kind of make a little bit of a dam break in this run. Get that water where it's flowing over here just a little bit. Not much wider than my boot. Almost looks like one male went over our trap here last night, or water pushed it through. Alright guys, so we got that opened up a little bit there. Now we're going to position this drowning rod in front of that little run. Get this trap reset. And guys, again, we're just going to come, that levee comes out to about right here where it starts to drop off at. And I'm anticipating that water going down even lower. So I want to come right to where that drops off and make me a little shelf right here, right at the edge of it. A little trap bed to place that trap. Alright, the trap's set, guys. We're going to bring it right there to that trap bed that we made. Right there, that's about, ends up being about the length of a beaver body for his back foot. Take us a little stick. Coming here on the edge of that rod, below that mechanism, we'll place this stick down in here. Kind of block this side off a little bit. Hopefully keep them from coming up over there. There we go, guys. Hopefully that beaver will come in here and go right through there, get caught in our trap. All right, that's going to be it, fellas, for today. And we got the one beaver. I can get home, get him skinned, go ahead and get him scraped and hang it on the wall. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm back up here at this skunk. I forgot about it. It didn't take long stepping out of them woods and smelling it to remember it. But right there's our anchor, guys. What we're going to do to reset this, we're just going to move this trap on up this path a little bit. They're still going to come right to this same path. So all we got to do is build them sides up, redefine that trail, and they're going to come right up that same trail. I parked and walked down here, and I didn't bring my hammer, guys, so all I'm going to do is dig me out a trap bed with my hand here. Or try to. It don't have to be just a huge bed. Get that trap reset. And knock some of that mud off of it. Just gonna use some of that mud, guys. Do the best we can to get this trap placed back on that trail. It's gonna be a little bit high on this end, but we're working with what we got. Let's take some of this leaves and grass and we'll build up here to keep them off of that side of the trap. I want their foot over here on this side of the trap. Just stand that up, define that trail. A few of these leaves, guys, and we'll just cover that trap just a little bit with those leaves. Just like that. Stand this up a little bit more. Like I said, them animals, every time they come through here, they're using this same trail. They'll do the same thing when they come through here next time. What we're going to do, since there's not a lot of leaves right in here, we're going to go ahead and take a few more leaves just to kind of blend it in. Because what we don't want is them animals are going to come walking up through here. He's probably going to step over those leaves just to avoid them because everything else is bare. So we're just going to add a few more leaves on down here toward this end, so they don't have no choice but to step on leaves, and then hopefully we'll have them right here. We'll add a few more up here to the top. There we go, guys. So we've redefined that trail, that footpath that they're using going through there, and we'll see if this little do any good. Take this guy and wash him off in the pond since we're right here.